Penosa, international referee. Let us welcome our starters from our Lady Jet Spikers of the Philippine Air Force. Let's begin with their team captain, number 7, Sergeant Wendy Ann Semana. At number 4, Aben Sabas. Wearing jersey number 9, Air 1 2nd Class, Jojo May Cabalsa. Number 13, Airwoman 2nd Class, Del Palomata. Number 16, Airwoman 2nd Class, Angel May Antipuesto. Iberos, number 3, Liza Jane Maquinto, and number 5, Mary Ann Almaceda. Head coach, Master Sergeant Jasper Jimenez. Calling on our defending champions, our CREAMLINE Cruise Masters. Team captain, number 2, Eliza Valdez. At number 5, Risa Sato. Wearing jersey number 7, Michelle Teresa Gumabao. At number 10, Maria Paulina Soriano. Number 12, Julia Melissa Morado. Number 15, Jessica Margaret Galanza. Iberos, number 11, Kyla Atienza. And number 22, Melissa Gohin. Head coach, Mr. Anusorn Tai Bonde.
So it begins for the preliminary round of our Premier Volleyball League Open Conference. The Air Force Lady Jet Spikers nagbabalik dito sa inyong PVL. That's the lineup on your screens. At nagbabalik naman para siguraduhin kanila ang corona pa rin. Ay itong CREAMLINE Cool Smashers, ayaw nila maulit yung nangyari dun sa Reinforced Conference. But yet, with everything that happened and in that Reinforced Conference, like basically 3 changing or coaching changes, including of course si Ed Ortega na nag-coach din para sa kanila on the interim while waiting for Coach Tai. They still made it to the finals. They still racked up 13 straight wins before losing to Petrogas Angels. Pero yeah, now they want to start fresh. And speaking of starting fresh, we welcome back officially to the PVL, Air Force Lady Jet Spikers, who get the first crack dito sa ating Open Conference.
And that was courtesy of Pantino's outside hit.
Legendary FEU, former FEU Spikers. Before we get going in this ating laban, as Eliza Valdez there is checked. So many exciting things. Said they're coming back. We've got we got 2 new teams also, and one of those new teams will feature another legend who's returning to volleyball action, who's very close to our hearts, I guess we can say. And you played with Manila Santos.
Yep.
Now, of course, Manila Santos Nang. I covered her whole collegiate career also, which says something about me. Now you're here with me, so it's an exciting time because Manila Santos is, before a lot of the new players, who, especially the smaller players, she was the one.
And of course, she was an inspiration to a lot of the players that we actually see now. Kasi during her collegiate years, high school, yung mga ibang players na nakikita natin naglalaro ngayon. So,
tulad ni Eliza.
Tulad ni Eliza, that's right. So she is actually one of those, we'd say, shorter players who really made a very, very big impact in the collegiate level during her UAAP.
Exciting yan. As exciting naman ang ating palitan dito between CREAMLINE and the Air Force Lady Jet Spikers for 2-all. I said in the pregame, and a lot of the Eliza fans like this open conference because they know, diba? A lot of the balls are going to go to her. This is the Eliza Valdez that we've known and seen over the years without the imports. And this is an exciting time for the Valdez fans.
And we're seeing how both these teams, of course, itong Air Force, pinapakita nga nila, no, talagang sinabi naman ni Coach Jasper Boom that they haven't really stopped. They've been constantly engaging themselves in tournaments, games, training. Kaya naman talagang pinipilit nilang sabayan itong galaw ng Creamline Pool Smashers. But nakikita natin ang sagutan so far when it comes to offense.
Alamata with a kill there, 3-all, and we all know the capabilities of Coach Jasper. Jimenez, the most likable coaches you'll ever meet. As Gumabaw pounds the pavement.
Line up by 1.
4-3. Ang ganda ng simula natin dito.
It's a good close start for both these teams.
Semana sa gitna. Atienza was there. Parado to Galanza. Yan ang ka-diagonal ni Alyssa. As Alyssa is serving, Gemma Galanza now will be the primary attacker on the open.
That was a great down the line attack. Tandun si Semana, but because of the force of that ball, it wasn't handled properly.
Position by 4. Called on the Lady Jets Spiker.
Rotation error. 6-3. Ito na. The biggest lead so far. A little separation by the defending champion. Back set. Great setup. Gumabaw chasing, keeping it alive. Chance ball para sa Air Force. Semana muli. Palomata binitin ng konti. Palomata was still there. And that point is still alive. Chance for Creamline here. Open to Galanza again! And another kill. Courtesy of the former Adams and Soaring Falcon.
7-3.
Ganda nung setup at huling-huli na yung block del Palomata. Was looking good. Looking very mobile in the net. A little quicker on her lateral movements so far. And just as you mentioned,
over the block.
she scores.
Goes for that hack. I think the thing with Air Force is they need to be able to match the pace of Creamline, at least in what we're seeing here in the first set. Bilis ng galaw.
Sabat trying to go for the angle. Medyo mahirap na to begin with. So first technical timeout. Creamline ahead, 8-4.
Creamline 4. Air Force.
Sa ating pangalawang laro, mamaya lamang, Bangko Perlas will test the Petrogas Angels in our second game. And I use the word test because it is going to be a test, and for the Petrogas Angels, the champions of the Reinforced Conference, they're coming into this one without the imports. They had outstanding imports, as you know, and partly because of the big reason why they won the championship was that in the Reinforced Conference, what, you can say 60-70% of your offense goes to the imports. Now this is going to be a refreshing test for the Petrogas.
That's right, and I'm sure there are a lot of people who are really looking forward to seeing them. Solid all-Filipino lineup.
Right?
Kabagandang tapatan niyan against Bangko Perlas.
Yeah, so many, sabi natin nga sa simula, no? So many good stories as Creamline, his communication there on defense. You know, Motolite is coming in with a full lineup this time. Hindi yung katulad ng Reinforced na they had barely, 2 to 3 weeks to prepare. They actually had 4 or 5 players on their lineup prior to the start of the conference. Then you have, the new teams, Choco Mucho and Chef's Classics. And of course the returning Air Force team. So there's so many things to look at for these 9 teams. And Myla Pablo, we're hoping that she is healthy and ready to go finally for the Open Conference. I miss seeing Myla Pablo.
Yeah, or we've missed her because of the injuries. So that's why everyone, most especially her fans, talagang inaasahan na very good recovery yung kanyang pahinga.
That's Jay Sabas getting the point back. 6 will be serving 9. Air Force team looks like they're in shape. Even Wendy Ansemana looks like she's trimmed down and ready for this conference.
And I asked Coach Jasper, because there are a lot of new faces in this lineup. Ang sabi niya, they've managed to train as a team na solid for the past 7 months, which is a good sign because it means that in terms of gelling and composition, everyone is comfortable with each other.
Ganda nung piti ni Gemma Galanza doon. Deceiving the defense of Air Force, getting the point. So she's in the service deck, which means Eliza Valdez balik sa harap. Double contact.
That won't do, says the referee. 2 touches. Hold on. About.
So we both have the Army and the Air Force here, this conference. The Open Conference, which begins today. Remember, you can tweet us at ABS-CBN Sports with the hashtag PVL2019. Dinala sa kabila.
Pantino.
And Mayan Pantino able to get it through the block. Mahabal ng 4. Look at that set from Wendy Ann. Former UAP champion and MVP.
Semana, of course. A lot of people looking up to her dahil hindi lang setting position ang kaya nito. She's probably done all positions.
Right. Valdez. Semana will open back to Mayan. Pass para kay Pantino. Valdez flies. But it's out.
Ball is out. Point and serve for the Air Force.
Just wide for the Phenom. Chance ball para dito sa Air Force. Semana, Palomata. Pinalik ang bola and
there for the follow-up.
Able to score.
12-8.
Very good energy radiating from the girls in pink.
Air Force. 9 out, 11. Caballero in.
Beauty Ann Caballero is in the ball game for the very first time. A UST standout, a former UST standout. Palomata in the middle. When it's right, and it's a good set, tough to stop.
12.
Palomata.
And it's also good to activate Palomata because she is the tallest player on the floor.
No question.
The serve.
Open. Valdez, what an angle, what an elevation.
Serving 9.
By Eliza Valdez as we check in back with our panel at large, Therese Gaston.
Nakwento na sa akin ni Wentz na back to normal na despite na hindi sila nakapaglaro sa Reinforced Conference. All year long sila nag-training at nakapaglaro pa nga sila sa Akari Cup kung saan sila nag-champion. Yung championship na to ay malaking confidence builder for the team coming into this conference. She also shared with me her preparation which involved a no-rice diet para to get back into shape and at para makasabay sa mga batang players. Sinabi niya na mahirap, especially sa training, pero kinaya naman at sanayan lang din. Alam niya na mabigat makalaban ang mga cool smashers at hindi lang basta-basta sila bumibigay, pero napahandaan naman nila ito by focusing on service receive. Your thoughts, Bumen Ann?
Oh, sakto, Therese, dahil sabi nga namin, she looked like she has trimmed down for this open conference at ayun pala, ang kanyang no-rice diet pala ang sagot dyan at ang naging sikreto dyan that will never work for me and Ann, by the way.
I was gonna say, boom, that will be so difficult if you were the one who tried that.
Huwag mo na yung
Ako rin.
dahil pareho tayo dyan.
But it takes a lot of sacrifice. I mean,
discipline.
Yes, discipline, and these players, it's not just all about the training. It's the proper nutrition that they also get, in diet na kanilang kailangan. Apart from that, yung sleep. So,
and you know, Air Force, discipline is embedded, di ba, sa kanilang mga sistema. Tayo, pag nakakita tayo ng kanin, disiplinado rin tayo na ubusin.
sayang eh.
Sayang. In the meantime, itong paghahabol ng ating Air Force ay tuloy-tuloy. Although CREAMLINE was able to get that point as Coach Ty Bundit starting from the open conference. Of course, coming in late the reinforced conference. Caballero trying to swipe it off a player. Let's see what Coach Jasper is looking for it. And yes, ibinigay dito sa Philippine Air Force. And what an angle. It was si Galanza, no? Kapisa. Yan ang veteranong galaw ni Julian Caballero. Gemma, off speed. Semana with a pickup. Caballero again sends it to the middle. Galanza also trying to go for a swipe that is still legal. It's still alive. Galanza takes off and puts it away.
Galanza has been having a good start for the Cool Smashers here in the first set. Nakakarami na ng puntos itong si Gemma.
Ao Soriano. Get to serve. 9 attack points for both teams, so we have really good action here so far. Blocked. Nice pick up by Balmaceda. Gia pinili si Sato, and Sato puts it away.
Second technical timeout.
Perfect
16,
setup.
CREAMLINE. 13.
3-point lead for the Cool Smashers. DJ Jimmy is also back with us with the PVL family as we continue our opening day festivities sa ating Philoil Flying V Center. Boom Gonzalez and Remulla Kanda for you. I believe it is Pili Capistrano and Doc AJ Pareo will be working the second game later on. But first, CREAMLINE versus the Lady Jet Spikers of the Philippine Air Force. So far, abante ng tatlo. What are you seeing in the opening sequences here in our first game muna?
You know, for CREAMLINE, I'm observing how earlier we mentioned how they would rely a lot on Eliza Valdez. But I think one good thing that we're seeing with how they play, the distribution of sets. Hindi siya ngayon tumitimbang sa isang tao lang. You see everyone really going for it. Meanwhile, for the Air Force, boom, they had a good start. But when CREAMLINE started really rolling with the punches at yung bumibilis ang kanilang opensa, doon nag-struggle ng konti itong Air Force.
Galing nung, as usual, I mean, hindi naman natin siya pinupuri, but Gia Morado really just, as you mentioned, showing some love to everybody, keeping everybody happy here in this game so far. What an angle there by Bantino. Napakahirap, napakaganda. Pero followed up by a service error by Sudian. Coach Jasper Jimenez joined us at pregame earlier. It's Gumabaw for CREAMLINE ahead by 4. Semana. Inulak ni Eliza. Sabas with a cross court.
Off the hand of Atienza.
Very diminutive, but itong si Jay Sabas has got some bounce, has got some spring, has got some power. Look at that form.
Gavin Sabas.
You see the effort also, and he's really trying to avoid the blockers of Creamline.
That is another service error. Their second straight para dito sa Lady Jet Spikers. Can't afford it. As itong Cool Smashers among ng 4 and are 6 points away from knocking in the first set.
Moving to the Cool Smashers.
Sa gitna. Nice spot there
Antipuesto.
by
16 to
Antipuesto.
Well placed. And clearly walang depensa.
She looks like she's put on some weight. Not in a bad way, but in like a, you know, there's a little chunk and muscle right now for Angel May Antipuesto.
Because she's very lean,
Yeah, she was,
Talagang
remember,
slim,
right?
very slim frame.
Back then,
Double touch.
Pia Morado is called for a
17.
setting
19.
error. Apparently, she disagrees. Let's look at that.
Antipuesto.
It's tough to call. Left-handed save by Gia. They're going for the quick. Coach Tai knew it already.
Alamata
Coach Tai was
denied
calling it from the
by Sapo.
sidelines and
20,
to expect the
17.
quick. And that's why the blockers were ready.
Risa Sata. Moving for the Cool Smashers.
The Air Force plays are really red.
Gia. Bow. That is out.
Ball is
Bao
out.
thought there was a
18,
touch.
20.
I originally thought there was, and pero no touch.
Non-called.
Oh, let's look at that again. Maybe this would be a better angle. That's too tough to call. Even in slow-mo.
Moving for the Philippine Air
Wendian
Force.
will serve now. Alonzo struggles with the first ball. Valdez inihatid yung bola sa kabila. Open. Overset. Valdez recoils. Sabas receives. Or digs rather. Pantino bumalik sa kanya ang bola. Palomata, pinalo. Balik kay Valdez sa gilid. And able to get through the double block to the delight of the
21
Creamline
to 18.
fans.
I'm out. Lady Jet Spikers.
That's right. Coverage is very
15
important.
for the Air Force.
Nawala that time for the Jet Spikers.
Narongkun ika nga.
Sa lahat ng bagay, huwag natin madaliin, ha? Okay, mataas naman yung bola, antayin natin. Kung kukunin natin dito, pwede naman natin abangan sa baba, eh. Okay? Tsaka yung service natin. Okay, service naman yan, eh. Pagka i-convert natin, ipasok lang muna natin bago daanin na lang natin sa block at tsaka depensa. Kasi parang nanggigigil tayo, eh. Gusto na natin patayin sa service, eh. Darating yon. Pero kung nagka-error yung kasama natin, yung pangalawa, ipasok mo lang kasi babawi tayo ng depensa. Okay, ha? First ball natin, first ball lang natin. Okay, first ball.
Tatlong service errors din. Ang kanilang
Points out
commit
for the
nung
Cool
ating
Smashers
first set.
in set number 1.
Li Wong
At the service
in
zone.
attendance.
For 7. Number 12.
Autolite players
Gia
also
Morado.
in attendance. Excited to see the rest of the teams, as some of the other teams
Alamata
are
off
scouting
the hand of Gia.
the 4 teams that will
19,
play
21.
today.
During the huddle now, we were listening to the Jet Spikers. Very calm. Si
always.
as always, si Coach Jasper. And yung effect nito sa pinya, no? They come back from that huddle, nakakakuha agad ng puntos.
Yeah. I like it. It's always, parang there's always no panic. It's not frantic, his timeouts, ano?
22 to 19.
Eliza getting that clean hit,
Yes.
cross court.
The opposite side.
Huh?
Gemma Galanza will be back in front. Eliza Valdez will serve.
Liza Valdez.
Bumabaw, Pao Soriano, full front line pa rin para kay Coach Tai. Kinaliwa, Ipalumata, they won't call that.
Ball is in.
Eliza gets accidentally hit in the head by Atienza on the chase.
It happens. It happens to all these players.
Did it happen to you yesterday? I heard you were on the court
Yes.
in an intense match yesterday, and
Season 60-ish. So, with it's a combination of Ateneo, Lasal, and may tayo import pa kami, si Pinoy. Pacharis ang buwag.
I'm waiting for my partner to stage a comeback also, so that there's media coverage and merong hype. And by the way, I'm not kidding. I'm half joking.
That was our theme yesterday,
Diba?
inspired by the comeback of Manila, Santos na.
Even if I lose you here at the side, if we can watch you play again there, we would be very happy. In the meantime, 21-23. Dikitan tayo dito sa dulo ng ating first set. Etong Creamline Cool Smashers, not yet out of the woods, so to speak.
Well, let's see the reminder of Coach Jazz. Ayusin ang kanilang serve.
May pagkakataon sila dito. That's a great decision by Antipuesto. Hindi pa nakapwesto, so to speak, itong Creamline sa depensa.
And Antipuesto has been targeting that area.
Napilitan si Coach Tai. Tumawag ng timeout. Ang kanyang abante, isa na lang.
Happy. Concentrate. Get 1 point. Update order song. Defend. Hey, defend. No power. Defend high. Cannot defend. Huh?
See, in that timeout, you see Eliza Valdez also holding on to her head. No? Obviously bothered by probably that knee, I think, that hit her from Kyle Atienza. Ice that so that it doesn't swell, because right now, from my angle, it looks like it's starting to swell a little bit. As Kumabao responds after the timeout, doing what she does best ever since her collegiate days, as Phil, Kainglet, Cayetano will appear here to serve, and hopefully for them, finish the first set.
Cayetano, the serve.
Semana. Pwesto, pagkakataon dito para sa Creamline. Pinuntahan si Sato. Caballero. Sabas ulit. Caballero with a pickup. Semana opens up. Sisiksikan dun sa kabila. So dinala kay Galanza dito sa dulo. Safely sent to the other side. Morado will open to Gemma. And Gemma overshoots. They're looking for a touch.
There a touch.
Abiceles says wala.
Point and serve.
Bilis tong action eh.
Oo. Let's have a look. Woo! Even with the, again,
So hard.
slow-mo.
So hard to see.
But there wasn't any change in the direction of the ball.
Sometimes even those TV angles are deceiving. Nice serve by Sabas. Buhay pa to. Chance here for Air Force. And that is going to be a touch. Referee Celis will talk to the linesman.
Wala ka nakita ang check? Sigurado ka? Hindi, inaano kita. Wala ka nakita ang check?
They're going to award it to Creamline. Coach Jasper is not in agreement. And Creamline will get the set point. Wendy and Semana, the captain, was...
Wala siya nakita.
Well, they almost tied to 24,
yes,
but unfortunately, hindi, walang touch.
Naniniguro si referee Celis. First set pa lang, may konting drama na dito sa ating unang laro sa inyong Open Conference ng PVL 2019.
Hello to our Pamilya Sports fans worldwide. This is Eliza Valdez. Thank you for watching the set 1 of today's PVL game. Para mapanood ng live ang mga susunod na exciting